Hi everyone, it's Nora, and I wanted to talk to you today about some notation stuff that I just learned with Desmos Computation Layer. So I'm gonna create a note here, and I want it to display a fraction. So you could, let's get some content here. You could do this, 2/3. And when we preview it, it looks like that. Okay, I'm sure our students could handle it. We could change it to math type. It still won't look quite like a fraction yet, but it will change the font. So also to start a new paragraph, just go right ahead and do that in the computation layer here. So actually, I don't want to close those yet. I'm going to put this all in the same note. So with math type, what you would have to do is put the little symbol, it's the key that's to the left of the 1 key. So it's like the quotation mark, but not the one next to return. It's the one next to the 1 key, the number 1 key. And whatever you put inside those will show up in that math type. Now I'll close that. So let me say that this is with the math type. So let's see what that looks like. There you go. So there's our 2/3, and here it is. You can tell that the font is definitely different. Okay. Now, how do I get that to look like a fraction? So let's go back in here. I'm going to start a new paragraph. And as a fraction, again, I want this to be math type, so I'm going to put it inside those funky little things. I don't know what to call them. So you're going to do not backslash, I don't know what slash this is called, but it is the button that is below delete or backspace. So you're going to do that, then you're going to type frac, and then in curly brackets put the numerator, and then in the next set of curly brackets put the denominator. Okay? So I wanted it math type, and then this slash, forward slash, is that what that one's called? Frac, and then in curly brackets the numerator, and curly brackets the denominator. You don't want to put the division symbol there. It will recognize that fraction will do that. So that's what it looks like that way. Okay. The last thing I want to talk about is rounding. So this is something I needed today, and I was like, I wonder if there's a way to round something. Because it wasn't just straightforward, I was doing some random number stuff, and also having the computation layer give students their grades, and their grades were like, 18 decimals long, and it's like, I don't want them to see that. So let's just start with, I'm going to have some variables here. I'm going to work a 2/3 again, and I want it to change it to a decimal, but I want it to be rounded to a certain number of decimal places. So my variable is going to be equal to the numeric value of, I'm going to take a divided by b. So all of this fun notation here. We should come up with a shorthand name for it. So I've named the variable, and that will be equal to a divided by b. So 0.66666 repeating. Let's just see what this looks like. So we'll have this show up. Okay, so the content of this note will be the numeric value of this variable. So there we go. I don't want that. I want it to round off a little bit. So to do that, I'm going to go right in here, right after that first quotation mark, and I'm going to put this, I think it's forward slash round. All right, now put the next part in parentheses. So what do you want it to round? That, a divided by b. Then, after that expression, so before you actually close those parentheses, put a comma, and then how many decimal places you want. So if you want 2 decimal places, that will look like this. If you want 5 decimal places, it will look like that. All right, there we have it, some notation for you. So we have our regular stuff, math type, fractions, and rounding decimals. So I hope this was helpful to you all. Have a great day.